I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and
you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are, Miami Open. It's the men's draw preview. I can't wait for this one. We went through the women's already. If you haven't seen that one, go check that one out. But this one, can Carlitos do it? Can he win the Sunshine Double? And can he defend his Miami Open championship, JG?
Well, you usually start with a song for the Miami Open, so I'm going to have to do it for you. We're going to Miami. How does it go? Something like that. Usually you always sing.
We're going to Miami.
Yeah, I feel like I'm glad you've not done it this year, but I've ruined it because I've brought it back up and done it myself. So I hate when you repeat things, but I was really expecting it. So now I've had to do it, and now I've made a mess of the whole thing. But let's move on. We are in Miami. And this is the second part of the Sunshine Double. We've done the draw reaction earlier on, where we've reacted for the first time to some of the opening fixtures and potential routes for some of the players, the quarterfinals, which are really hot and exciting. We've done for the women's, the reaction and our preview, giving our picks. And tonight, the opportunity is to give our picks for the men. So make sure, if you're listening at home, download the TNNS app on Apple or Android, and you can put your picks in. Join the Game to Love League, and we will be giving a prize for the winner of that league.
We will indeed. And we'll be giving a prize to the winner of Player Roulette. And there is one seed still left, and that means we've only got 31 competitors at the moment. If you want to be number 32 or have a chance of getting Ben Shelton, maybe, then he will get into the draw. You can still enter now. We're going to be going through the whole draw, and then it will be Player Roulette at the end. So you still have time to join the Patreon. It is pinned in the live chat. It's in the description. If you're not in, you can't win the prize. So come on. Well done to Tiffany, who won Indian Wells. She's been in contact on Patreon, and we will get a prize sent out to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's a good chance to win a prize. Make sure, join the Player Roulette.
Game to Love presents, now exclusive to Patreon. That's right, it's Player Roulette. Oh dear, it's always funny to see that one spinning round and all those faces flying off it. But I'm excited for this one. Is it more predictable or less predictable than the women's? This is the thing. We've been going through the women's and we've been thinking, we seem to be seeing the same names appearing at the back end of tournaments all of a sudden with the women's tournaments, and the men's becoming slightly harder to pick because there's a few youngsters coming through. Some of the top players are dropping off a little bit. Players coming back from injury. Now we're getting some, tournaments where big servers may come into the picture now with Miami. I think it's going to be a real entertaining tournament. There could be some tired legs from some of the people who went deep in Indian Wells. I have no idea how my bracket's going to go yet. So you're going to have to make sure you stay tuned. We're going to go through the previous winners first. And we already know who was last year's previous winner, don't we? There he is. Young Carlitos there, winning in Miami last year with straight sets against Casper Ruud, and went on to defeat him in the US Open final as well later in the year. So Casper Ruud had too much of Carlos Alcaraz come the end of 2022, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can see the big names usually win this one. Djokovic loves it. He's won it 6 times. Federer's won it 4 times. One of the last events, big events, really, we saw Roger Federer win, and that was in 2019 against John Isner, 6-1, 6-4. It's kind of my last memory of Federer winning something big, and it is quite sad, really, when I think back to it. John Isner has actually done quite well in recent years. 2018, he won it. 2019, finalist. So maybe you could see Big John have a little run. It's suited the big servers, it seems. Roddick, Murray, Djokovic, of course, Federer. and it's only big names really. Agassi's won it 6 times. So the best of the best, the creme de la creme, win this event, which makes me think Alcaraz is a really good shot, because I feel us looking at this Alcaraz right here in a 10 years time, we're probably going to see a sea of Alcarazes, and we're going to be like, oh look, only the top, the GOATs win this one, when Alcaraz is considered one of the great players. Maybe a lot more than 10 years. Give it 30 years.
Well, will he be able to level Murray? Murray's got 2. He could level with Murray after this 2023 Miami Open, which would be crazy to do it so soon. And then obviously Federer with 4, then that's on the horizon.
Alcaraz's favourite. He's the number 1 player in the world, the number 1 seed. He's won it last year, and he's just won Indian Wells. So it's really hard to look past Carlos Alcaraz. One thing I would say is I think it will suit some bigger servers. So the likes of a Hubie Hurkacz, a Daniel Medvedev, they could come to the frame and do a little bit better. Even someone like a Felix, who's low on confidence, you'd expect him to do slightly better at Miami. But let's wait and see with that. The good thing about this bracket, Ben, I know we did the women's yesterday, but the qualifiers and lucky losers have all been placed. Yes. So we can go through them, which is amazing. And maybe that cues nicely to announce who the qualifiers are. So we have one of my favourites, Nuno Borges, really good player. And he's just travelled from a final of another challenger, come over to do the qualifying for Miami. I think after I think it was like a long commute, like 6-hour flight or whatever, and then had to play straight away. So it's an incredible achievement from Borges. He's hardly had any rest, and yet he's raring to go again. I don't fancy him to go too far, purely because of the fact that he's not had much rest. Watanuki beat Chris O'Connell.
Fantastic.
Top player. He was my qualifier to watch at the Australian Open. Thompson beat Mahat. Yeah. Thompson playing quite well at the moment, having a good run. I believe he beat someone quite big recently. I forget who it is. Melengini, Alves. Was it Tsitsipas? Yeah, that's right. Beat Skatov. Thanks for your memory, Ben. You've got a good memory these days, remembering that.
Less beers,
Skatov, as we all know, one of Ben's favourites. He's out. Got Struff's back.
Yep, Struff's back. Look who's back as well. Here he is. Benoit Paire knocking out Kokkinakis in the final round of qualifying, and it was in 3 as well. So
always 3 with Paire.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Paire ever wins in straights.
Nah, never. He's does it for the crowd.
He won a challenger recently though. It's looking good.
Yeah, Garin winning the all-Chilean affair against Tabio. Daniel Altmaier knocking out Blancano. Vukic knocking out Kovacevic. Chris Eubanks there knocking out Lucas Klein. Oh, that's sad, in 3 sets as well.
I thought Klein was going to win.
This one's a great one, though. You'll be happy. Radu Albot out and Pavel Kotov in, and in straight sets as well. So looking very, very convincing. He's won both of his in straight sets, not dropped a set there. Safulin as well joining him. I
feel like he's another one of the... he's like the Golubic on the women's. King of the qualifiers.
A little bit, yeah. I think that's it. Right, so we've got all of our qualifiers there. So,
so there's some awesome qualifiers. And on that, I just want to say, I know you touched on it at the start of the video. We usually say the women's tour is very unpredictable, and you can pick any name. It feels like the women's tour, the WTA, is becoming a little bit more predictable than the ATP circuit. Because looking at some of them qualifiers, looking at who's going to be playing, aside from Alcaraz and Medvedev, I mean, there's so many names you could pick. And I'm not sure how they're even going to play here. I don't know. I feel like there's loads of players who could potentially beat them. It's an open draw. I'm not sure who's going to win Miami this year.
This one I thought I'd bring up just as something a bit different. We've got the wild cards here. We've just list these ones off. Zizou Bergs, Taro Daniel, Emilio Nava, Juncheng Shang, and Dominic Thiem in there. Protected rankings. We've got Kyle Edmund, Gael Monfils, and Guido Pella. And then we've got the withdrawals and the big ones of note. You can see down there, there's Rafael Nadal being replaced by Juan Pablo Varillas. We've got Novak Djokovic being replaced by Daniel, Galan Riveros as well. Carreño Busta out as well. Brooksby out. Draper out. Who else? Korda, another big loss to this tournament. Kyrgios. Yeah, exactly. I mean, those are the biggest names. Cilic as well. I'm sure Davor will be...
Did you mention Nadal?
Yeah. He was first on the
first one. Thought you skimmed past him like usual.
No.
Got a bit of an agenda, didn't you?
Nadal. He was the first one I said.
Okay, good.
Thought you'd noticed that. Anyway, let's move on from that. And those are the players who won't be in the draw, so you don't need to worry about them. Let's have a look
see who's in it.
Boom. Here we go to the top of the draw. Make sure you've got your phones in your hand. Make sure you've got your TNNS app out. Join the Game to Love League. Hit the fancy button at the bottom. Go to search leagues. We're the one right at the top. So,
and shout out everyone who's joining us this evening. Good to see so many of you in. We've got a few of our new patrons. We have Ardal in. How are we doing, Ardal? The champion of Indian World's top tippers and a recent patron member. Thank you so much for joining. You will be included in the wheel towards the end of this video. So let's see which player you get. And you may win a prize, a special prize from me and Ben sent to you, Ardal. So best of luck in that. We've got Ems in, one of our members, Kathy, our long-time patron. She's in as well. And a lot of the regulars. We've got Max in and Emma. Great to see Emma. She's been around quite a bit recently.
Yeah, really great to see you in there. Here for the long time, not just for a good time. Here for the long time. Right. So Carlos Alcaraz, our number 1 seed in this one. As we've said already, we've got qualifier or lucky loser
It's
for this
Melengili Alves. I've got all the names so I can tell you. So Alves versus Bagnis. I'm going to have Melengini Alves winning.
Yeah, I'm going with that as well. I think that's I can't click it. Brilliant. So I've got to have Bagnis. Brilliant. It's one of those ones again. It's going to be another one of the Mackenzie McDonald's. Anyway, I don't think that one matters too much. I feel that Alcaraz.
Did you hear me? Did I just lag out?
No, you're fine. Yeah, okay. I heard it. Melengini Alves. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
I'm then going to have Andy Murray, of course. You've done that. Krezi, Fakina, Nakashima to beat Otte.
Same here.
Quesler to beat Ramos. No, I'm going to go Ramos.
It is a tough one. I'm going to go a Husler on that one.
Paul, Fritz, Isner, of course. He loves it here.
Yes.
Vrias to beat Pella.
That's a tough one. I'm going to go Guido Paella. Or Paella. Paella.
It's not Paella. Probably Paella, though.
Possible.
It might be Guido Paella. I'm not sure.
Guido. Well,
Guido.
Sure someone will give us a schooling. Where's Gary? Come on, Gary.
So Shapo, Schwartzman, two of the worst seeds in the event. Hopefully I don't get them later on in Player Roulette. I'll have Yibing Wu knocking out Kyle Edmund.
Same.
Futsovic beating Cashin.
Same.
Runa, Rude, Avashka.
To play who?
He's playing Altmaier.
I'll go Avashka.
I'm going to have Emaier beating Poprin.
No, I'm going to go Poprin on that. Big server.
Van der Zandslup, Agut.
Who's Rusevori playing?
Borges.
I'm going to go Rusevori. Sorry.
I think he's tired.
Yeah, I think
he's done a little bit much.
I mean, a fresh Rusevori should beat him.
Agreed. I'll have Rinderneck here beating Tara Daniel.
No, not for me. I'm going to go Tara Daniel.
Zverev, Sinner, Laszlo Djere.
Who's he playing?
He's playing Vukic.
I would go Vukic if I could click it, but I can't. So I'll do it just in the app. But for now, I'll put through Laszlo Djere.
Okay. We've got Kathy there going Guido Paella. And we've got John in. How are we doing, John? Saying Rune Alcaraz possible quarterfinal. Get the popcorn. John always comes in and ruins it. We've not got to the quarterfinal yet, John.
Yeah, why are you
but he's also saying Tara Daniel, good call.
Oh, first time John's backed me up on something.
It's usually Sakari you're on the same wavelength with, but now we know Tara Daniel, Sakari, you got that in common.
Well, you have Sakari knocking out Jabeur in your women's bracket, so you must be on John's wavelength. I bet John's got Jabeur knocking out Sakari now. He probably swapped.
He's probably switched as well, just like you. I'm going to have Struff beating Fanini.
Isn't it Lestienne?
Lestienne's withdrawn.
Oh. I would have Struff as well, though, so I'll put through Lestienne to beat
that will
Fanini.
Change. I'll have Dimitrov, Kuzmanovic, Monfils and Burt. Unfortunately, I'm going to have Ugo on Burt.
I'm going to go the same. Sorry, he didn't look very good, Gal Monfils, in the last tournament at all.
No. I'll have Bublik to beat JJ Wolf?
No, I'm going to go Wolf to beat Bublik. We're in America.
Rublev, Hurkacz. Kokkinakis is in here with a lucky loser against Zizou Bergs.
I would pick him as well if I could click him, but I can't.
Yeah, I think I'm going to click Kokkinakis.
I can't click him
for Zizou Bergs.
But I'll click him. I'll have to have Bergs for now.
Juansheng Shang versus Manarino. I think I'm going to have Manarino.
It's a tough match. I'm going to go Shang, but I'm not with much confidence, but I'm just hoping.
Shelton's now a seed, by the way, number 32.
There
and if
he
you join the
is.
Patreon, you're in a shot for getting him. Borna Choric with a bye. I might have Eubanks beating Kudla.
Nah, not for me.
Safulin beating Barrere.
I would do, yeah, but I'll click Barrere for now because I can't click any of the qualifiers.
Cam Norrie, Alex de Minaur,
Compton Alice.
Pedro Martinez.
I'm going to go Alice.
Mackenzie McDonald to beat Galan.
Yep, same here.
Berrettini, Nishioka. Molchan to beat Thompson. No, Thompson to beat Molchan. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go Thompson.
Yeah, I'd go Thompson as well.
I do like the qualifiers. I've got quite a few going through.
They're good, some good ones in there. I would go Thompson as well. So just ignore what my bracket says.
These two are so hard to predict. I mean, it's a close one.
That's where these two meet quite often. The triple named Spaniards, Roberto Gobayes Baena and Bernabe Zapata Morales. I'll go Zapata Morales.
I'm sticking with the Zapata as well. Medvedev, Felix, Kubler to beat Montero.
Yep. Who's Juan?
Kovacevic.
He's not bad, Kovacevic or Kovacevic. I don't know how you say his name exactly.
I'll go Munar.
I'll go Munar because I can click him.
Cerundolo, Evans, Sonego. Sorry for team.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think team's going to win that one.
Benoit Paire versus Watanuki next. This is a good one. Paire's the bottom one.
I would go Benoit Paire.
Yeah, I'll go in Paire as well. TFO, Hachanov, Kotov versus Echeverry. I'm going to have Kotov.
Yeah, I would as well.
Another qualifier. I'm putting loads of qualifiers through. Lehechka to beat Correa, Massetti with a bye, Baez with a bye, Garin to beat Giron. Another qualifier I'm putting through.
I'm going to go Giron on that one.
Chris O'Connell's got in as a lucky loser against Gasquet. I love Gasquet though.
I wouldn't. I would go Chris O'Connell. And there you go. Tsitsipas at the bottom. But I have to have Gasquet for now. All right.
Perfect. So we've done half of the draw. Let's see what people are saying. Got Ems in saying Med is going to be knackered. Emma in saying team is done, I think. It is sad. I feel like he is done. Sadly, I've been one of the people who've been very positive about him, saying I think we're going to see another level for him, and he's shown some encouraging signs. I think we both predicted him to do quite well at the Australian Open, funny enough. But after that disappointment, it's been really hard to get behind him since. And
yeah,
I think we've been right not to because he's been poor. We've got Ems in saying, "Come on, team, we're all behind you." Yeah, certainly, I would love to see him do well, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And Ardle's in saying, "Let's jump on the time machine and fast forward to the Medvedev Alcaraz final rematch."
I like it. I really do like it. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to try and replug my.
No worries.
Larger in.
If you just scroll up to the top, that'd be great because then we can continue the draw.
Problem. Here we go.
So right at the top, we have Alcaraz versus. In fact, I don't know why mine's changed. I think it's because I can't click Melengini Alves for some reason, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to be picking Alcaraz.
I mean,
the app seems to be broken, but I will be picking Alcaraz anyway.
Goes without saying.
Next one, I'm going to have Andy Murray beating Cressy.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get the Alcaraz Murray matchup. I'm going to have Fokina beating Nakashima because I think Fokina's been in actually some good form.
I think
Ardles likes that as well. He's got Murray.
I think Fokina's a good one. I'm going to go Nakashima just for the upset on that one. John's going to say he's been picking the Americans again.
I'm going to have Tommy Paul beating Ramos.
Yeah, Tommy Paul beating Husler.
Fritz beating Isner.
Yep, favourites beating, isn't there?
I hate this one. I mean,
Chapo just seems to get a nice.
he always gets a good draw, but he's still terrible. I'm going to go Chapo, but he's just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I would as well, but
I'm going to have Yi Bing Wu knocking out Schwartzman. I think he's a bit done as well.
I think we're both doing that. We're both probably going to go for Holger Rune here to beat Fucsovics.
Agreed.
That'll be a tough match, though, I think. I can't click him for some reason. Why is that? That's great. It always happens with Holger Rune. Why is that? Is there some sort of curse?
Yeah, I think he's blocked on there.
That's just frustrating. Anyway, I'll put Fucsovics for now. You know it's Holger Rune. Anyway, we'll
I'm going to have Rude beating Ivashka.
Yep, same here.
Van der Zandslup beating Emeyer.
Yeah, I'll go the same to beat Poprin, though.
I'm going to go Rusevori to beat Agut. I think he beat him recently.
I was feeling the same. Like,
I think it happened recently that Rusevori beat him, so I'm going to go for the same thing to happen again.
Rusevori, Agut. Let me just have a quick check just to make sure, because I think you might be right. They've won one in their head-to-head, and they did play, March, Indian Wells. There you go. You're right. Beat them in straight sets. I'll go with you.
I'm going to have Zverev beating Rinderknecht, Sinner beating Zher, Dimitrov beating Struff, Kecmanovic beating Humbert, Rublev beating Bublik.
I'm going to go Humbert to beat Kecmanovic.
That's not happening. Rublev beating Bublik.
Got to take a punt here. Rublev.
Well, you're wrong. Emma's going to be upset with you. She said your bracket's looking better than the women's, but now you're starting to ruin it. You've already knocked Rune out early. Now you're knocking.
I'm not knocking Rune out. Stop it. I can't help it.
Hurkacz beating Kokkinakis.
Kokkinakis.
B. Schultz to knock out Manorino.
Yeah, Schultz to beat Shang, but that'd be a good battle of the youngsters.
Battle of the shushers. Choritz beat Eubanks. Norrie to beat Sefulin, the king of the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Alex de Minaur to beat Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, to beat Conton Alice on mine.
Berrettines to beat McDonald, but he could lose. I mean, he's just lost the challenger match.
I don't think he's going to win. I think Mackenzie McDonald's going to knock him out.
It suits the big servers, though, this one, man.
I don't care. I don't think he's playing in good enough form.
I'm going to have Thompson beating Nishioka.
Well, if he doesn't go out to McDonald, he'll be going out to ADM in the next round, I think. But anyway, either way, I don't think he's going deep. I have... Who's this? Thompson to beat Nishioka.
Yeah.
I need something different to you. I've seemed too similar. I'll go Nishioka.
Medvedev to beat Zapata.
Yeah.
Felix to beat Kubler.
Yeah. I agree.
Cerundolo to beat Munar.
I'm not so sure on this one. Cerundolo not in good form. Defending how many points? About 300 or so points.
Yeah, because he likes Miami, so more reason to pick him then.
I think he got a little bit fortunate.
This is not how many points you're defending. This is he likes Miami, so pick him. Go Munar, Ben.
Who was the other one?
I'm more than happy for you to ruin your bracket. I'd love to beat you again, so
I'll
do it.
I'll go Munar then.
Evans next. You're going to pick him? Ruin it more.
Good luck.
I'll have Sonego. I'm going to have TFO beating Pair.
Yeah, TFO definitely.
Karen.
I'm
going to go Karen.
And then Lehechka to beat
Lehechka. I'm going to have Lehechka beating him. And Garin beating Baez. And Tsitsipas beating Gasquet.
I have Giron to beat Baez. And Tsitsipas to beat... I don't think I had Gasquet, but whoever it was... Who was down the bottom playing Gasquet in the first round?
I don't know, because I had Gasquet.
Yeah, I had to pick Gasquet, but it wasn't the one I wanted.
Do you want me to tell you? I'll have to go back.
That's fine. It's fine. I think it might have been Chris O'Connell, but it's fine.
Yeah, it was Chris O'Connell.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
Now I need to go all the way through it, Ben.
Galito.
Oh, great. Sorry, I need to do the whole round again now. Thanks for that, Ben.
Why is that?
Okay, you'll have to go through this because I've gone off it now, so I need to do the whole round again.
You should have just let me guess and then guess right. Doesn't happen often, though. Right. Okay, tell me if you think that if these picks are going well or if they're going badly. I'd like to hear from you in the live chat. Kathy saying Musetti in terrible form. He needs the clay. Yeah, I think you are really right there. He needs to take a leaf out of Yannick Sinner's book at the moment. Capricorn saying Ruud is losing early in Miami. It's crystal clear. And M's just confirming what I've been saying. Matteo is all over the place at the moment. Yeah, losing in a challenger, not really something that gives you much confidence going into a Masters event. So here we go, back to the top anyway.
Yep.
Carlitos versus Andy Murray. I mean, what a match. We've seen it a few times as well, these two, but I feel the more that they play, Alcaraz is just going to keep beating him.
Go Murray. Go Murray.
I feel it's just going to get more convincing, the win.
Yeah, I think Alcaraz is going to demolish him.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Paul beating Fekina.
Paul beating Nakashima.
Fritz beating Chapo easily.
Yeah. Maybe a
Rune beating Wu.
Yeah, I've got Fujovic, but yeah, it's Rune.
I can't believe you knocked Rune out early every event, Ben. It's so bad.
I know. What is that? I think TNS have got something against Holger Rune.
Don't let you pick him.
Yeah, never.
I'm going to have Ruud beating Van der Zandslot.
Yep, same here.
Zverev beating Rusevori.
Yep, same here.
Sinner beating Dimitrov.
Same here.
Rublev beating Kecmanovic.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing the same thing. So
well, I can't help it. It's just like one of those.
Ben Shelton knocking out Hurkacz. There you go. There's some excitement.
I feel like this would be the one time I don't pick Ben Shelton, and then he's actually
do it in Miami.
Yeah, I'll do it for him. There you go, Ben. I'm doing you a favor now. Do me a favor.
I can't believe you're knocking him out. I thought you were singing his praise the other week. Now you're going against Ben.
Well, Hurkacz is a champion at this event. I can't ignore that.
You're disrespecting the Shelts. Hopefully he beats Hurkacz. I'll be watching that now with an eagle eye.
Cam Norrie to knock out Chorich.
Of course.
Dimonor to knock out McDonald.
Well, you've really been nasty about Berrettini. I'm going to be putting Berrettini through to knock out Dimonor.
Good. I hope that this is another part of the bracket where we differ and I hopefully get on top. If you've got
So
Shelton,
now I need a Berrettini and Shelton run.
I need a Dimonor and a Hurkacz. Medvedev to beat Nishioka.
Yeah, Medvedev. I'll have Felix beating Cerundolo.
Yeah, Felix beating Munar. TFO to beat Sonego.
Yeah.
And then a Lehechka to beat Hachanov.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
I think he's my dark horse, maybe. And then I'll have Tsitsipas beating Garin.
Yeah, Tsitsipas to beat Giron on mine. So
what happened to Tsitsipas at Indian Wells?
Good point. Let's have a look. Can't even really remember him playing. Didn't he lose? Wasn't it that the Jordan Thompson one?
Yeah, he lost to Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was straight away. He was gone. Quite a close match, but still, he shouldn't be losing to Thompson. No offense to Thompson. We saw him in the Challenger in Zagreb. So Alcaraz versus Tommy Paul. Only one win for me. Yeah. Fritz Holger Rune.
Fritz Rune.
I think Taylor Fritz.
I also think Fritz, yeah. I was going to do that. I sort of was hinting it in the draw reaction we did earlier, but I'm going to stick with Fritz this time. I'm going to have Zverev knocking out Ruud.
Yeah, same here.
Sinner to win the Battle of the Gingers against Rublev.
Yeah, I agree. Rublev, I don't feel is good enough at the moment.
Oh, John's gone against us. He reckons Rune beats Fritz.
Well, we guessed that.
So this is a little GTL versus talking tennis battle here.
Apparently, John's Nostradamus these days. I've seen some video he's putting out. His predictions are just incredible.
I'm going to have Shelton knocking out Norrie. Shelton keeps going, keeps the charge up.
Hurkacz versus Norrie. Do I go Cam Norrie and I think Cam Norrie. Go on, Norrie. Knocks out Hurkacz.
I'm going to have Medvedev knocking Berrettini out.
Medvedev knocks out Dimonor.
TFO knocks out Felix.
Yep, joining you.
And Tsitsipas beats Lehechka.
Not joining you. Going to go Lehechka to knock out Tsitsipas.
Do it. Okay, back to the top. And now this is where, am I feeling brave? Do I think Carlos could lose to Fritz?
Well, Fritz was Indian World Champion last year. He does like it in the US. I don't think so, though. I feel that the game of Alcaraz is just so much more
it's hard to go
rounded.
against him. I'm going to have to go Alcaraz again.
I mean, all you have to do is just quickly think in your mind what he did to Medvedev in that final. And it's just hard to even think of a way he would lose to anyone lesser than Medvedev.
I'm interested to see what you do here. Zverev, Sinner.
I'm going Zverev.
Me too. I've also got Zverev. So we've got the same quarterfinal or semi-final so far.
I'm not mad at it, though. I think Zverev's due a big tournament.
Shelton, Medvedev.
Norrie Medvedev. Oh, no.
I've had Medvedev.
Has Cam Norrie got the minerals to beat a Medvedev? That's the problem. I'm not sure if he does. I feel like I'll be surprised. I don't think he. I'm sorry, Cam. It's just you're just not at the races when it comes to the big matches yet. He beat Alcaraz though, but that was on clay.
Then I'm gonna have TFO knocking out Tsitsipas.
Yeah, and then I've got TFO knocking out Lehechka.
So we've actually got the exact same semi-finals.
I feel like
Alcaraz, Zverev versus Medvedev, TFO.
Yeah, can we stop doing these draw previews?
It doesn't happen often. I can't remember where we've all had the same semi-finals. Are we gonna have the same final as well?
I feel like Carlitos is gonna he beat him. What was the tournament that he beat Zverev in the final? Was it Madrid?
Madrid, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be another version of that. He's just going to sort of run him ragged on the court.
Yeah, Sean wants to know. Sinner dismissed without a pause. Why, Ben?
I don't know. I just fancy Zverev to do well this tournament.
I don't know either, but I did exactly the same, and I was always going to pick Zverev to beat him.
Yeah, there's just something about the name at the moment. I feel that he's growing tournament by tournament, and now we're getting to a tournament where his serve may be a bit more effective.
I agree with Ems though. Zverev Alcaraz would be great. Like it's something which I think we need.
Well, yeah.
The reason being Zverev poses a different threat to all the other players we've seen him play.
Yeah, we need him to be serving well.
Of course.
Yeah, we need him to be moving well, serving well. Yeah. We go to the other side. We got TFO versus Medvedev.
I mean, they've just played in the semi-final. Medvedev beat him. I think it's going to happen again.
I'm going to go for something different on this one. I'm actually going to go for TFO to beat Medvedev in the semi-final.
No chance.
Yeah, I'm going for something a bit. He might be.
Do you think maybe we should have put TFO in our top 10?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy?
I think that's quite crazy that we didn't do that.
Yeah,
it's really possible.
How good he was at the US Open last year.
Let's see how he plays on the clay, though.
Well, yeah, maybe that's why. But Wimbledon, he could be a threat as well. So we both got one guy in the final, who is Carlitos. I've got him against TFO. You've got him against Medvedev for another final of the same variety. And I'm sure we're both.
Well, I'm doing it for Ardal. Ardal said roll on to the end, Alcaraz Medvedev final. And that's exactly what I've done. And I didn't mean to do it, but it just happened that way. And sadly, I'm going to go for the same outcome where Alcaraz beats Medvedev in the final.
I'm just going to have Alcaraz beats TFO in the final. I feel that he's going to win the Sunshine Double and no one can stop him.
And go into Roland Garros, outright favourite.
Wins
same
every
half
clay
as Rafa, beats Rafa, then beats Djokovic in the final. Does it get bigger than that?
Then rides off into the sunset.
Well, hopefully not. I'd like to see him play again after that.
No, that comes back again. just for that evening, rides off. Someone brings a horse out onto court for him. He has a little, I don't know, hat on. Just goes off with the trophy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm as far with your imagination, but let's go dark horse. And mine's going to be Yiri Lehechka, same as yours.
All right. Well, that's that sorted then. Not Benoit Paire?
We can have two. We'll have Lehechka and Ben Shelton as a combined GTL dark horse entry.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Because both of them, I think, have a good chance.
Good two youngsters. I'd love to see both of them do well in it. Yeah, let's have that. Sounds good. Right, let us know who you've got as a dark horse in the live chat or in the comments section. Make sure to whack that if you're watching on repeat, and make sure you enter the brackets before it closes. That'll be tomorrow, I think. Well, in about 12 out of 13, I don't know, 15 hours time, something like that.
Yeah, math's never been your strong point. Maybe just don't bother doing it. We have John in again saying Coric is his dark horse. So let's look out for Coric. Hopefully he goes out first round, of course, just to embarrass
15th
John.
seed or something. Good
Yeah,
dark
they do
horse.
it different over there.
Oh, okay. As far as Medvedev's not the dark horse.
Suwon Lim reckons Norrie could be a dark horse.
11th seed.
And Emma goes, my dark horse is Shelton.
Nice.
And Ira also goes for Shelton. Shout out to Ira.
I like it. Just don't bother. So that's it. I won't bother in future. Maybe we should have like a clock up showing how many a countdown of the thing. That'll be easier.
Yeah, maybe. Right. This is the fun time now. Don't go anywhere, guys, because it is player roulette time. And we are going to spin the wheel.
Game to Love presents, now exclusive to Patreon. That's right, it's Player Roulette.
So here we go. This is the wheel. And it is currently spinning. I think we have some music for this. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, it's down the bottom. See if you can do it. There we go.
We've got the roulette music. And turn that down a little bit. We've gone another level this time, guys. So I'm your host. I'm JG. This is the Miami Open, and we are going to be spinning the wheel. Yeah, that's right. And one of you lucky Patreon members will win a prize signed by GTL Ben and GTL JG. Who's it going to be? Maybe it is GTL JG because he's in the draw.
We got Ardil asking.
Countdown.
We've got Ardil asking, how do I get in on this? You are in on it. Look at your names at the top of the list.
Yeah. Ardil, you're in there. Every single Patreon member is on the wheel right now. So if you want to join the Patreon, it's not too late. Even after the wheel, we will give you the next seed available. So if you missed this, well, you will have now. The next person who joins the Patreon will automatically get Ben Shelton.
Yeah.
Which is number 32. So let's get going. We'll go a 5-second countdown, and then Ben's going to stop the wheel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the wheel!
Ooh. Who have we got here? Right. Do you want to read these ones out? Okay.
AG, it's Batista Agut. Let's go! Who's Ben got?
Zverev.
Oh, he's cheated. Fix.
It's never good to be spinning the wheel, is it? In control of it. But yeah, you saw it spinning. What can I do?
So Ardil has Karen Hachanov. We have Sankit with Baez. We have Pakeka. Let me just make this a bit bigger. I don't know if you could zoom in a tad. That's not good, or you can read it out.
I'm just worried. Just let me.
Okay, Pekeka, Dan Evans, Vaughan, Tommy Paul, So Iconic, Van der Zandslup. Gary's got Medvedev. He's going to be happy with that. Colby's got Berrettini. Nancy has Alcaraz. Hasn't Nancy won one before?
Not sure.
I feel like
I've
Nancy
got to be careful not to...
Shout out to Nancy. That's a good one. Goldflake has Coric. Kasam has Musetti. Ricky Mano as Rude, Tennis for Me as Felix, Tiffany as Andre Rublev, the champion of Indian Wells, Landon Lau as Alex de Minaur, Emma has Nishioka, another Emma has Tsitsipas. I have to probably clarify which one that is, Ben.
Yeah, true. Okay, just bear with me. I can.
We will verify that at the end. We've had Hassan back
in alphabetical.
Lynette has Schwartzman, Daria G has Holger Luna, Aluna has Herkats, Ross has Kesmanovic. Michael Walker has Cressy. Gene has Francis TFO. I think Gene will be over. Gene and Gary have two good ones. Wild Live has Taylor Fritz, another good one. Chris Forberg has Sinner. Nancy Sandstrom has Fakina. Zach has Norrie, another good one. Thomas Rock has Dimitrov. Ben has Zverev. And I have Batista Agut. So, best of luck, everyone. There's only going to be one winner. And you've got to say, who's got Alcaraz?
It's a Nancy.
Nancy looks favourite.
Yeah, it is Nancy Fatsaphone. So just give me a second. Just I will have a look just to clarify which Emma was which, because it's just on a list of. So Emma G is the second Emma. I'll just write that one in. So Emma G is Tsitsipas. So just to confirm, but don't bring it back up again, because as soon as I change the name, it just changes all of the names and things. I've already taken a screenshot. I will post that onto the Patreon, and I'll post it on the community so everyone can see the players that they have. Or you can just wind back to the video and have a look again.
We've got Ems in just saying, just give it to Nancy.
It's one of those. It's one of those. Everybody wanted Carlos Alcaraz.
Who's the two big tippers got again? Ardal versus Sankit.
It's a good
It'd be
point.
funny if they draw each other early on.
That's the thing, that you always got to keep an eye out for who you have and who you're playing against. So Sankit has Sebastian Baez, so that's not the best. And Ardal Karen Hachanov.
I think Ardal has a better one then, just about.
Just about, yeah. Just squeezes it. But...
Okay, but it is not too late. If you want to be part of the player roulette, the next player available is Ben Shelton. So if you join the Patreon, you will automatically get Ben Shelton, and you will be in the chance for the next big event where we're doing player roulette. You don't have to do anything. You will be in the draw for the next one, and we'll be spinning the wheel for you.
That's it. Exciting stuff, isn't it? So that's our draw preview all wrapped up. Make sure to join us tomorrow. There will be matches going on, and we will be covering some of those as well. And anything else left to say?
Yeah, sorry, Ems. I can see you're upset with Steph, but you never know. Could come good and win the whole thing. Let's wrap it up there. Thanks for joining. Let's look forward to Miami. It's going to be happening tomorrow. I can't wait. We've got the women kicking off as well. So much action. It's going to be underway soon. Let's see if Carlitos can do it for a second time running. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.